Today we are here talking about responsible AI, and I think increasingly we are realizing how we need to align different stakeholders, institutions, technologies together to kind of arrive to understand the dimensions of responsible AI.
Believe artificial intelligence is a societal discussion we have to have. It's not just a technical discussion. It's about what kind of society do we want to live in.
Responsibility is extremely important when it comes to any technology, from the nuclear technology to AI. As at the end of the day, any technology is for the humankind and by the humankind, right?
It seems exciting. I think we are not talking about not at the very high level, but going at the implementation and the execution level as well, where we are suggesting what kind of guardrails developer needs to take care of that.
RICON 2024 provides the platform to do just that. It kind of brings different stakeholder perspectives together and allows for this diversity of views to really come together and strengthen the discussions within the community going forward.
What I loved about the event is the diversity of perspective that I saw. It was very interesting to hear different stakeholders, people from policy, people from tech, people from business, all come together and share the use of responsible AI in their daily operations, in the thought process that drives the work that they do.
Some of my key takeaways were about governance, fragmentation of governance, thinking of operating outside of silos and all working together collaboratively.
And the key takeaways, number one would be that definitely responsible AI is aligned with trust score. And if you want better traction for your AI tools, then perhaps responsible AI principles are key. Number two, adoption of it should be with a little bit of caution, keeping in mind the end users. And third is capacity, where investors could be really strengthening the capacity of startup ecosystem for adopting responsible AI.
RICON, I think, will be playing a very important role going forward as well. We had a great conversation today on responsible AI technologies from a policy perspective, technology perspective, governance perspective, startup ecosystem, community, diversity. It was amazing.
In terms of responsible AI, it really needed for India, particularly when we don't have an AI Act. And the Data Protection Act is also not strong enough to cover AI. So something like the Responsible AI Playbook would really be helpful for startups and developers of AI.
Really think the discussion at RICON is very timely. I thank the organizers at Nasscom for organizing this discussion. And today at the multi-stakeholder dialogue that I chaired, I would say we had three key insights. First is the one about we really need to define the issue of responsible AI a little bit more clearer. When we talk about responsible AI, who are we talking about? What are we responsible for? Number two is different stakeholders in the AI ecosystem have different roles to play, because the issue of AI governance and ethical AI, making AI equitable, is not something that one actor can do alone.
On AI and ethics, I have a very simple point of view. I think ethics are not particularly useful in terms of helping us think about risks and harms. One, they are morally subjective, so what's right to me may not be right to you. They're difficult to code into product and design, and it's typically very resource intensive to do so, so it leaves smaller players out of the fray.
I do have a bias for call to action, and the one call to action is the playbook that got released today. I would really encourage the developers to start using the playbook, come back with the feedback, constructive feedback, so that we can help improve the playbook and it can be used by many more people effectively.
The whole space of responsible AI is something that, a lot of awareness needs to be created on. And I think this event has gone a long way in creating some of that awareness and ensuring that people are thinking about important things even while the whole technology landscape on AI and the business landscape is scaling rapidly.
India plays a very, very unique role in this global AI governance ecosystem. It can take the leadership of the global south and ensure that the discussions of AI global governance is truly representative and inclusive.
Right at the speed of AI in India, Nasscom is positioning itself to become an aggregator to make like-minded people meet, talking about things that they're working on, and to create those rooms where more people working on different things, but with the same vision are meeting.
I'm really looking forward to this being implemented and taken more seriously, because we have to understand, at least in healthcare, that AI-driven outputs have to be vetted responsibly, and that people have to work deeply with the right set of stakeholders before they have their product out in the market.
My key takeaway for RICON is that equity and equitable AI can never be an afterthought. It has to be at the front and center of all our design deployment of AI technologies.
Looking forward to building a responsible AI future for India and for the world. Thank you.